And the main tool for combating, maybe combating is not the right word, but for working with your nervous system, helping you shift from being in the past, reliving the trauma, and shifting into the future is breathwork. Breathwork is the thing, like, I swear to God, breathwork is it changed my life. And again, at the time I figured out I started breathwork back in 2021. I didn't know what nervous system regulation was. I didn't know I was helping myself, but I was helping myself through breath. like, and like this, my healing journey has been so ass backwards and like screwed up and like left, right, upside down. Like the squiggle map was like, it's just like, the squiggles are everywhere. Like I figured everything out backwards, and somehow I didn't know I was doing things that was helping myself. And then down the road, I put it all together and I'm like, holy shit, I was doing this stuff without even being aware. And so what happened for me is breathwork is the thing that finally connected me, like, and showed me, again, at the same time, I didn't know this was happening. It showed me it was safe to be in my body. And at the same time, like, this was very scary because all the trauma lives there. And once you start feeling comfortable with your body, that means the feelings come up. What happens to you has it starts coming up for you to see, to look at, to begin to process. And again, it triggers your nervous system going into dysregulation, because when all this stuff was coming up, again, I didn't come from a home where people were like, hey, you can feel this. It's okay to look at this. Like, so what? Okay, you're probably going to cry. It might hurt a lot. Like, you're going to be okay. Like, I was just like a mess. And I didn't know all these things were happening. I didn't understand safety. And at the same time, I was beginning to experience safety for the first time in my life, all by breath work, because I was finally feeling okay and feeling safe enough to like start letting this stuff out. And that was the beginning of my whole journey into becoming this fucking, I'm a coach now. Like, what the fuck? I did not have this planned. Like, this was not, I don't know. I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life for a very long time. And now I have a business. I am like capable and like stable, emotionally stable enough to be present, to be a safe place for others. Like, I'm telling you, this work will change who you are in the best way. And once you get a grasp on your nervous system, on what safety feels like, you will stop entertaining people that are not safe. Like, that's the beauty of it. Like, in truth, healing is like a re-raising of you, of your inner child, into becoming a safe person, a safe, available, secure person. And this is the goal of the work I teach, because we're not taught this in screwed up homes with narcissist addicts, parents that don't care about their children. And it causes so many problems when you're born to people that don't want you, don't have the time for you. Like, we've all been through our own shit, and yours could be drastically different from mine, but the main themes of it, we the children all walk away feeling worthless. We don't deserve anything good, that we'll never have anything good. And when you keep looking at your parents, your life, like, because there's not a whole lot of good there. When these homes are riddled with abuse and neglect, you're not out there living a good life, because all you know is abuse and neglect. And that you begin to think that's all there is. Like, you have to start exposing yourself to something different, especially if you are tired of the pain. Like, and look, I'm gonna be real, like, this journey is painful. It is painful to reckon these things with yourself, to see, like, to take the blinders of denial off and be like, holy fuck, dude, my parents, like, they didn't care about me. It's extremely painful to put words to that, to put words to those feelings that are causing all of this shit within you. But you have to do that in order to get better. You have to see it. You have to be honest and vulnerable with yourself and share the truth with you, because you can't heal if you live in denial and you're still lying, like, oh, they cared about, like, and this is partly how the trauma keeps living within us. Because I was in denial for a very long time, because it's hard as fuck to admit that, like, what I thought was love wasn't love. My parents, like, in the truth of the word, like, they did not love me. They did not care for me. They're not capable. And to open to this, to admit it, and to start feeling that is devastating. It is devastating, and that is a large wounding point for many of us. Like, it's not love to be abused. It is not. And it's not love when you keep seeking out these same partners that show you're worthless, that they don't care about you, that they don't want anything to do with you. Like, it's not love, and it's not normal to feel like you're worthless in your life, and to feel like the people around you that surround you do not care about you, that you're just there, like you're like their emotional armchair, their therapist, to take on the brunt of their shit, to people please them, while you just get burnt out and left like with nothing. And like, I truly feel like this is why so many people are struggling. It's because it's hard to live this way. It's hard to feel sad and depressed all the time, and to not have a lot of hope in life, to work jobs you hate. Like, society does not help with this. Like, our society is so, it's just messed up, and that's a whole other issue. Like, I don't want to talk about that, because I can't fix that. I can help you fix you, so you can start shifting around where you put yourself, who you surround yourself with. And that's the important work. And again, like, just recognizing if you're in pain, like, it's okay to not be okay. It's okay to come to terms with how you were raised. Excuse me, I'm having like the burps this morning. How you were raised, how you were neglected. Because once you start facing it, once you're truthful with yourself and honest, is the only point where you can move forward. You can decide that you're going to move forward, and you're not going to live like this anymore. Because part of it, when we're born into these homes, when you're always shown neglect and that you don't matter, and no, like, your parents don't take the time to sit down with you and show you, like, when they're not attuned to you, they can't see you. This is how you learn to not see yourself. And when you live that way, like, this is where people pleasing is formed. Like, again, we're just, a lot of us, many of us operate within unworthiness and not deserving. And like, why even try? Because every time I try, I just get shit on. Like, when you're born into these homes too, you're not encouraged, you're not poured into. And like, that is a big thing where you're missing that. And we were supposed to have that in our homes, in our families. Like, our parents were supposed to like us, like, be happy when they saw us, like, want to spend time with us, want to know us, want to like help us form into a healthy adult that like had interests, and like knew that she could go out in this life and like live and be happy. And when we don't have that, and that's layered on top of like the unworthiness, like, and just like a very low will to live life. Like, I've been there, I lived there for a very long time, until I started unraveling all these pieces and like taking the blinders off and really looking at, like, what the hell is going on in my life right now. And it will all start to make sense, because it starts with your parents, and then you go out into the dating world and you end up dating the same people as your parents. And like, this is a part of the work. Like, once you become aware of your patterns, when you start understanding what you think love is, like, and part of it too is like owning your power. Like, I came from a very controlling household, and on top of never being able to feel, I didn't know I had any agency in life. My father was very controlling, and so was my mother. Like, I wasn't allowed to go out with friends a lot. Like, everything was no, 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 no. Like, when you're part of this work is also like developmentally helping yourself grow up, because we don't healthily develop in these kind of homes. Like, you're supposed to have agency as a kid. You're supposed to be able, like, as you grow, your parents give you healthy responsibility, healthy like opportunities for you to go out in this world and grow and live and like learn to be on your own. But when you have parents that like guard your entire existence and tell you no at every turn. Like, this is in part how you learn, like, nothing is safe, I'm gonna get in trouble if I do anything I want to do. And like, again, these kinds of things aren't normal, and I didn't have anyone to tell me this. Like, I've gone to multiple therapists since my parents divorced at age 5, and like, none of them had any attunement. Like, I can look at someone and I can know, like, based off how they talk, like, I'm like, oh, your parents were very neglectful with you, like, you don't feel safe. Like, I could just look at people and tell this. And like, that's part of what your parents were supposed to be able to do for you. Like, they were supposed to see you in distress. And like, just don't get me started on the therapist thing, because like, I don't believe many therapists have dealt with a lot of the extreme instances of narcissistic abuse and trauma. Like, if your therapist doesn't understand the underworkings of all this and how it affects the children involved in this, they can't help you. Like, I always think back, I'm like, why didn't any of these people like connect the dots that I was terrified of my father and that I was so shy and I barely said any words? Like, how can nobody, like, what the fuck? Like, and I think like this is in part a huge problem why trauma and abuse is so rampant. Like, people are not trained for it. Like, and if you don't experience it, you don't even know what it is. And like, for the survivors of us, like, I think many of us are this way. Like, we see others and we're like, oh, they need help, they're in trouble. Like, you can tell. And it's just like, it's insane when you start sitting with these things and it's like, if I, the child, could do this, why the hell couldn't my parents do this? So anyways, that's just a little tangent off on the side. And yeah, I don't know where I was going with this video anymore, but just know that you're not alone if you're struggling. And if you truly are struggling, you can get better. You can. It just takes, like, it takes patience with yourself and the willingness to, again, let the denial go, learning about your nervous system, connecting the dots with the ways you were neglected and how you're neglected today in this real time, and observing your ability to be present. Can you slow down? Can you be still? Can you lean on your breath to help you move into this safer, more secure, more emotionally stable? And I don't mean this like you're an emotional wreck if you're not emotionally stable. Like, most of us from these dysfunctional homes were not emotionally stable because nobody ever even took the time to be like, hey, feelings are cool, dude. Like, you can have feelings. Like, it's okay. Like, you're not gonna kill anyone. You're not gonna hurt yourself if you start feeling. Like, the world would be a much better place if every single person, day one, like, I don't know what we need to do to get this out in the world, but like, feelings need to be taught in school. Trauma needs to be taught in school. Like, kids need to know how to feel. They need to know how to speak and process. Like, and not just kids, adults too. Because if everyone was feeling and expressing and working with their bodies and nervous systems, this world would not be the way it is. It would not at all. If we could all calmly communicate, if we could trust ourselves, trust our bodies, and like, this is the work I teach. Like, I'm doing the best I can because this was all the stuff I missed that caused me to be this just emotionally retarded, emotionally stunted, like, shy, invisible people pleaser that, like, it almost, this could have ruined my life. Like, I sit and I think on, like, how did I get here? Like, how was I born to this crap? And like, how did I become this person? Like, I don't know. And it amazes me that I have been through so much, and I'm 38. So it's like this journey of 38 years, and I'm finally becoming alive. And I want this for you. I want you to know there is hope out there for you. No matter what, even if you think you are a hopeless cause, you're not. You're not. All that's missing within you is the ability to see yourself, to stop worrying about everyone and everything out there and moving that in on you, caring about your inner world, taking care of you in the emotional ways that your parents never did, and this heals so much of what you've been through. Like, just having the ability to be like, man, I've been through some shit, and be like, yep, we have, and we survived. Like, you're here right now, and you are strong, and you are powerful, and that is all within you. You just have to learn to cultivate it and nurture it and encourage it, because if you're like me, you never got that. And now the time comes, like, mom and dad, like, it's been 30 years, they're not changing, they're not showing up for you, they're still, like, something to look at too. Like, a pattern I've noticed, not just with my parents but also men I've dated, is throughout the period of the relationship, do they change at all? And I mean change for the good. Like, do they become aware? Are they working on themselves at all throughout the relationship? This is going to tell you a lot, because I can tell you right now, looking back, my mom is the same exact person she's been throughout my entire life. No improvements, no self-awareness, nothing has changed. Same with my dad. A lot of the men I dated too, like, they did not get better. They just got worse over time. Like, and like, this is something to be aware of. Like, are the people around you expanding, advancing, growing? Because when they're not, like, this is a sign, like, they don't care. They don't care, and you deserve that care. Because I've always been the one growing and expanding in relationship, and just kind of outgrowing everyone in my life. And like, I was like, what the fuck is this? But like, there are people out there who have no interest in growing or being better and healing, and you have to be able to see and assess in your life, like, are these people on the same path as me? Because when they're not, like, they're just gonna drag you down. Like, they are. And that's also, it's another tough thing to look at and to be honest with yourself about, because when you start growing and accelerating and being like, oh my god, my life is getting better, those people that don't change, they just become like rocks, big rocks in your pocket. And like, I want to say too, like, it's okay to leave people behind. Like, I left everyone behind. Like, there's nobody in my life that was in my life 10 years ago, 5 years ago. Like, I keep growing, and I come across this problem where I can't find other people growing and expanding like I am. And like, I just want to normalize that. Because like, healing has been a very lonely path for me. Like, I can, again, with the attunement and seeing people, assessing how they act, like, I know when people are not on the same trajectory as me, and I want people that bring me up in my life, not people that just are constant downers and always talking about the past. And it's just like, oh, remember this, or like, everything is just a complaint. Like, I don't want to be around that anymore. And I'm going to normalize this for you as well. If you're noticing this too, it's okay to outgrow people and leave them behind, because you're moving higher and you're expecting more from life. You're expecting more good, feeling better. And it's such a downer to be around people who aren't doing this and like don't want that for themselves. And just let that be okay. It doesn't have to be a big shit show. You just kind of keep growing and let them fall to the past. All right. This has been almost a 20-minute talk, so I'm going to end it now. But thank you guys for watching. And if you do want help on your healing journey, check out my course, Unlocking Life After Trauma and Codependency. It is where I teach everything I learned on my about 15-year healing journey now. Everything I wish I knew. It is for sale. I also offer one-on-one coaching. All right. Love you guys. Thanks for being here.